G'day YouTube. So, had a bit of a brainwave. I've been discharging batteries with just a light and a watt-hour meter or a LiPo charger or whatever. It takes ages. You can't control the shut-off voltage and you just waste the energy. And when you're testing as many batteries as I do, whether they're sealed or whether they're gels or whether they're N650s, we're kind of just wasting a lot of energy off into heat. And whether I'm using it from a renewable source like my solar or not, it's still wasteful. So from a bit of a smarter point of view, decided what I'm going to do now to do a discharge test on my batteries that I acquire. That's a Full River 40 DCG 40-12. Came from the scrapyard. I measured it with a battery tester. It's got 12 mega ohm of internal resistance. It's had a resting voltage of 12.6 volts and 258 cca. So what we're doing now is I have connected my small Phoenix 250 VA Victron Blue Power to a Turnkey 130 amp watt-hour meter that you would use for a LiPo helicopter car, whatever. So we connected that with some alligator clips, so we can clip onto our battery, and then we can measure said wattage through this. So we've pulled 1 amp hour out of it already, 12 watt hours. It's at a 9 amp peak. It's currently got 12.01 volts in it, and 38 watts is getting drawn at the moment, so about 3 amps. So on the other end of this, I've got a kilowatt meter, and hanging off the back of this, we have my laptop charger. On top of that, I've got the Bluetooth VE Direct adapter, which I've stolen my daughter's little tablet, and because I normally use my phone, which is what we're using to record today, this is the VE Direct app. So what I can do with this is, if we go into the settings, we go into the low battery cutoff, we might bump this up to, I had it down as low as 9.3 because I was using it on a N650 pack. So we've changed the settings, and now it will low voltage at 10 volts. So now we just leave this going. I use my laptop, I do some work, I edit some videos, I do whatever I'm doing, shopping and writing back emails and all that kind of stuff, off this beautiful blue power inverter, which is like super high quality power output. This sits here and reads away. It's connected in line with the source battery, so it's got a memory. It stops at 10 volts, so we don't do any real battery damage, but that'll be full depletion. And this only just has enough range, but this will actually reach in the house, so I can monitor the activity. I believe they're waterproof, so that may even end up outside the shed to make it reach a bit better. So just like that, it's using the energy for something actually worthwhile. It means that I can discharge heaps of these batteries. It's as simple as clipping a couple of leads on. It doesn't matter whether it's one of these or a car battery or a 3S or 4S N650 pack, because even at 4S this can take 17 volt input voltage. Mega flexible inverter. So if you're playing with N650s and or 12s and you want something that's good quality to run, you know, laptops and things like that, this is the inverter. So I only want to pull between 3 and 5 amps kind of continuously out of batteries like this. I may have to upgrade my leads. They're a little bit on the small side. We'll get some bigger alligator clamps today and we'll upgrade those leads. The LiPo charger's got some really good conducted leads through it. But even the static power of this just sitting there will still discharge the battery, but it will cut off at 10 volts. Even if it does rest up and come back, well, it can kick back in. We'll get that bit extra and we'll actually get a realistic discharge rating on our store settings. Turn the inverter off to store them. But we're all going again. Just like that. So that allows us to tick away. So that's 200 watts up there. This will run Milwaukee battery chargers and things like that. I may even take inside the 4-bay Milwaukee battery charger. That only pulls about 60 watts, so we can use that or the laptop, or maybe even both when I upgrade these wires. And then I can charge my little batteries at the same time as discharging these. I'm also going to pull a spare output off this pair of solar panels, because this one generally sits fairly charged. We'll pull an output off this and hook up a second charge controller next to it to just piggyback the solar feeds. And we'll have a set of alligator leads off that as well, which we can just drop on a battery. The sunshine can charge them back up for me. So, all nice. Don't worry about it. It's just terminated for the time being because I disconnected. I did have the little Victron piggyback straight off the fused battery feed to that. But yeah, cool idea. Great little inverter. Need to do some more load testing and stuff like that and show you what it can really do. I wonder how many kilowatt hours it's done. So we're only pulling 16 watts at the moment. 6.5 kilowatt hours out of it at the moment. So I will revisit this in a few months. Got heaps of these batteries to test. They just keep popping up out at the scrapyard, so I grab them if they've got any kind of kick to them, and use them while I've got them, basically. So we'll do a bit of that. I've got those two big 100 amp hour beasts. Well, this one on this side's 140, that one's 100, to test out, so that'll be next. This was just a bit of a proof of concept with this one. And yeah, there's a lot more detail on the bigger inverters with the either built-in or V-direct dongle. This one's just this is the entry level, this is the baby, 250 VA, so about 200 watts effective. Thanks heaps for watching. If you have any questions about the Victron, or where you want to buy one from, Solar Tasmania is where I bought mine. And or any questions about the Victron app, sing out. I'll see if I can help you. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for getting to this stage. I'll catch you on the next video. Cheers, guys.